Now, most of us have thought at some point about giving up the daily routine and trying something new, haven't we?
It's only when you're working with me, isn't it?
Maybe. Well, one former ITV reporter swapped his house and the day job for life on a narrowboat.
Yes, we caught up with David Johns for a trip on the water and to find out exactly why he opted for a complete change.
Living life on the water. David Johns gave up his job as an ITV reporter, sold his house and gave away most of his possessions to swap a life on TV for life aboard a narrowboat.
Long time ago I'd looked at wide beam barges, Dutch barges, narrowboats, very idly with no serious thought to it. But for whatever reason that crossed back into my mind again, and suddenly I thought, I know, let's get a narrowboat. I decided to make that whole leap, for better for worse.
Like many narrowboaters, David spends the winter months moored in a marina. So it wasn't until the following spring that he took his first solo cruise.
April was coming and I was about to actually go out on my own round the canal network, and there was, oh blimey, I'd better do some little solo cruises then. And my first totally solo journey on the boat was all of 20 minutes, out the marina, round the corner, turn round and back again.
Did you hit anything?
No, I did not hit anything. And I was so triumphant of this ridiculously short journey. I'm a boater. And then, of course, I realised, oh, well, there's a lot more I'm going to face.
Quite apart from locks and turning, there are the challenges of quite simply not living in a house.
People say, is it cold on a narrowboat? It would be if you didn't heat it, but you have heating. I've got central heating with radiators. I've got a solid fuel stove. And when you get those coals roaring, it's sweltering in here. And I've got a full galley. People say, oh, how do you cook? As if it's some mysterious art. It's just like a house, all the comforts you would expect. It's not some weird backwater thing. All the modern conveniences, if you want them, are on the narrowboat. It's just shaped like a long steel tube.
David changed his entire life when he decided to give up his job and move to a different kind of home. But so far, he loves life on the canal.
I've got ducks swimming past. You get swans peering their head in through the hatch. You've got moorhens bobbing by. At the moment, I'm going to sleep every evening hearing toads croaking outside the boat. When you're sitting here on a sunny day with a cup of tea and a bit of toast, maybe a nice book to read, and there's a boat chug past. Morning, all right. It's properly idyllic. It really is. Even in winter, when it is chucking it down, the rain is drumming on the roof, and you're warm and cosy. Again, you're sitting by the fire, the coals are glowing. It's marvellous then as well.
Sarah Saunders, ITV News.